Alex, just wanted to ask you, you've had a chance to fight Israel Adesanya 3 times now, but just once in MMA. I'm curious kind of what you learned in the last fight or what surprised you in the last fight that you weren't aware of before.
Alex, você teve a chance de lutar contra o Adesanya já 3 vezes, 2 vezes fora e uma aqui no UFC. O que você aprendeu com essas lutas contra ele?
Bom, sempre aprendendo, né? Foi uma luta dura. Eu aprendi que eu tenho que estar mais atento. Todo mundo sabe que o Adesanya é um cara perigoso, é um cara experiente, é um cara inteligente. Então vem aprendendo muito e eu sei que eu tenho que ficar mais esperto com ele.
Always learning in my life. I know that Adesanya is a dangerous, complete fighter, someone who's always taking advantage of opponents' weaknesses. I have to be more attentive to him, always paying attention because he can do things.
And Alex, of course, you're already 3-0 against Israel. You are the champion at this point. So what's at stake here for you? I mean, what does this fight mean to you?
E você, 3-0 contra ele, 3 vitórias, nenhuma derrota. O que está em jogo para você agora? O que você quer dessa luta?
Bom, eu não estou vendo essas 3 lutas que passaram, porque, como eu falei, ele é um cara experiente, ele foi o ex-campeão, ele é o ex-campeão. Então, se eu chegar dentro daquele octógono e eu não fizer nada do que eu treinei, ele vai ganhar de mim. Então eu tenho que esquecer essas lutas e agora vai ser uma próxima luta e eu estou preparado.
I'm not thinking about those 3 fights. As I said, he's a former champion, a great champion, a very dangerous fighter. If I keep those 3 fights in my head, I'm not going to do things the way I needed to. I trained for this one. I'm prepared for this new fight.
And Israel, for you, I wanted to ask you a similar question as well. Obviously, you've had 3 fights with Alex at this point. I mean, was there anything in the mixed martial arts contest that surprised you or was different than you expected? Or do you feel like you know this man 100% at this point?
I say his recovery and his fighting spirit. That's something that I definitely felt like he surprised me with. But Saturday night, time for talking is done. I'm going to show him my fighting spirit. And you all know I have that shit.
And for you, Izzy, on Saturday, what is most important to you? Is it about regaining the UFC title and being world champion again, or is it simply beating?
Fuck the belt, I'm coming for his head.
Pereira, campeão, você acha que vai ser uma luta mais psicológica ou física?
Hey, champion, do you think it's going to be more of a psychological fight or a physical fight?
Então, vai ser uma luta psicológica e física. Todo mundo sabe, né? Eu falo pra vocês que a gente tem que esquecer essas 3 lutas que passaram. Mas o Adesanya, ele nunca vai esquecer essas lutas. Aconteça o que aconteça, ele nunca vai esquecer. Então eu uso isso ao meu favor, mas o principal vai ser no sábado.
It's going to be a physical fight. It's going to be a psychological fight. I've said as many times, we have to forget all those 3 fights. But I know he hasn't forgotten any of those 3 fights. And I think that's going to be a psychological factor. The important thing is what you're going to see on Saturday.
Go ahead.
Question for the former champion, Israel Adesanya. When you stand at the podium making your Hall of Fame speech one day, where do you visualize this fight camp, this soon-to-be war for UFC 287 ranking among the career milestones?
You mean the fight camp or the fight?
The fight.
This fight, like I've said, this is my 8-mile moment. This is it. One more shot at this. I put everything on my back. I've done everything in my power to make sure I do the worst thing to this man this weekend. I'm done with this talking shit. You guys want to hear me talk or you want to hear me fight?
Ele fez isso nas últimas 3 lutas. Ele falou a mesma coisa e não fez.
Who did this the past 3 fights? He said the same things, and there's always that.
It don't even understand what I said, not understand what you said. What's going to happen this weekend is we're going to fight and see who the best man is at the end.
Ele me faz rir.
He makes me laugh.
Why do you have a giant Pikachu on your back?
Bom, por que você tem um Pikachu gigante aí nas suas costas, na sua jaqueta?
Pô, eu acabei de ganhar e gostei. Acabei de ganhar agora, 10 minutos antes de vir pra cá. E aí, pô, eu falei, pô, combinou com a calça. Eu falei, bora, legal.
Well, honestly, somebody just gifted this to me, just got me this 10 minutes ago. I think it's cool. I just put on, it matches my pants.
esse é o DJ Gudog, o cachorrão das putas.
DJ Gudog, samba putaria, porra.
Esse é o DJ Gutag, um bravo de canã.
Esse é o DJ Gudog, o cachorrão das putas.